Paramedics in Aurora gave Elijah McClain a dose of the sedative called ketamine because of his, quote, agitated mental state. The city stopped using it after the 23-year-old died. Almost 3 years later, the fire department is adding a new sedative for the first time.
Over the last 5 years, I think we've seen a lot more pre-hospital protocols that are including droperidol. And then
Dr. Camilla Sasson knows a lot about droperidol because she uses it often in the emergency department.
It's actually a very potent sedative that can also be used for patients who are delirious, who are agitated, or who are borderline psychotic.
Aurora Fire Rescue plans to talk about droperidol at a meeting on Thursday. Notes from AFR posted online say the drug will be used on patients who pose a risk of physical harm to themselves, others, or paramedics if they become violent, and it will help them care for a patient with a potentially serious medical condition.
It's used probably as commonly as, antibiotics and pain medication. It's used in hospitals, all different settings in the hospital.
Dr. Vic Babarda at UC Health can't comment on AFR's decision, but he knows the difference between the two sedatives, droperidol and ketamine.
Ketamine is used for procedural sedation and for pain and other things. Droperidol is used for nausea, vomiting, and sedation.
AFR plans to have de-escalation training, and a team will review when the drug is used to see if there are any trends or patterns of concern.
Now, Aurora Fire Rescue says it shared information about this medication to the Consent Decree Monitor. They are the independent group tracking the city's progress in meeting certain mandates like reducing racial disparities and arrests and improving training for officers. The consent decree was adopted after McClain's death. Kyle.
They've got a lot of power over what happens in terms of policies and procedures, so you can't imagine that this would go forward if the monitors had an issue with it.
Yeah, you would assume, but again, their notes didn't have any additional comments about how the consent decree monitor responded. But yeah, you got to imagine they're watching Aurora in every step that they're taking, so if they did not approve of this, I can't imagine that they would move forward with it.
Yeah. Kelly Rinke, thank you.